Afternoon trivia, December 15th. Okay. If you missed this, you missed absolute history today. It was an incredible afternoon. So we started off, Andy 8010 enters the afternoon with an 11-game winning streak. We started off with Heisman Trophy winners, and it was Heisman Trophy winners. I don't know if we've done this before. I don't know if this is a premiere in afternoon trivia. I'm not calling it a premiere, though, because I think we may have done it. But since we had the Heisman Trophy crowned on Saturday night, went ahead and did this. Thought it was timely. And it was John getting the win. His first win in a couple weeks, winning 5-3. It was a tightly contested game with I think it was KB and Bolts were right in there. And John, despite gagging on Johnny Manziel and Johnny Lujack somehow, pulls out the win. And it was Bolts who prevented Peters from getting a win with the the Notre Dame quarterback from like 1948 nailing that one. If he had not gotten that one, it would have been Peters with an afternoon trivia win, which hasn't happened in a while. But instead, it was John snapping the 11-game winning streak of Andy. We then went with 1985 film titles trivia. This was another good game. We had Back to the Future in this one. And we also had The Sure Thing as one of our questions. This was one of our must-watches for Christmas Fest. And it was also direct film. That was an underrated romantic comedy directed by Rob Reiner. So we had a moment of silence for the recently departed Rob Reiner, one of our traditions in afternoon trivia. A nice moment of silence, and John wins it 5-3 to 2-1. He gets starts it off with a 2-game, wins the first 2 games. We then went with antonyms trivia. I told you this one was coming. Antonym trivia. KB Toys 4-0, looking for the perfecto, but hell no. Hell no. Rob, I'm Rob. A new chatter, guys. First time contestant in afternoon trivia, I'm Rob. Spoils the perfecto. Incredible way to start off your afternoon trivia career. Many more, hopefully. But KB pulls it out 5-1. Game 4. Christmas pop songs trivia. We've done this one before. We did Christmas hymns a couple weeks ago. We did Christmas movies, I think, last week. And this one, Christmas pop songs, going all the way back to Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, Merry Little Christmas, Judy Garland, all the way to Mariah Carey, to Jose Feliciano, Wham. We did kind of a lot of the well-known ones. And it was KB Toys who knew it. And this was our best game of the day, guys. It was 5-4 to 3-2. We had a double steal on the board. And KB Toys goes back-to-back. Gets the victory. Hell of a job by KB Toys. We had Wonderful Christmas Time by McCartney in there, too. So a lot of the well-known ones. And then we went with 19 for game 5. We went with... We actually had 7 games. That's good. Game 5 was 1972 song titles trivia. And in this one, we had Bolts up 4-0, going for the perfect game. John spoils the perfecto, getting Johnny Nash fittingly. Making up for his gag on Lujack and Manziel, he gets Nash. That completely makes up for it. I can see clearly now. Gets the perfecto. Also in this game, we had Everlasting Love, Carl Carlson, a top 10 hit in 1972. Bolts got that one. And we had a moment of silence for the recently departed Carl Carlton. Passed away a couple days ago. 2 moments of silence today in afternoon trivia. That's history right there. John spoils the perfecto, but it is Bolts getting a victory. 1972 song titles trivia. Racking up that afternoon trivia karma. It continues. And then we went with No, we had 6 games. That was game 5, and then we closed it out with the big cash prizes. NFL all-time quarterbacks first names trivia. Johnny gets the win in this one. Hell of a job getting this one. All right, great job. Even knew Jeff Garcia. All right, who was in the afternoon trivia today? Well, we had, again, I only talk about the afternoon trivia karma in the announcement video, but I gotta talk about it in this recap video because we had afternoon trivia karma happening in real time. Not just once, but twice. KB Toys coming in, getting back-to-back wins. As she's playing, they make the announcement about the Patrick. This is great because KB comes in, and I said, "You're too late, KB. Chiefs are eliminated." She said, "Nope, I'm doing this for Fatty Patty's surgery, successful surgery." That's what I'm talking about, guys. Thinking outside the box. Thinking about the health of her star quarterback. And as we're playing trivia, the announcement comes in that the ligaments, some of the crucial ligaments were not torn in his knee. Absolutely incredible. Great news for Chiefs fans. Great news for KB Toys. And great afternoon trivia karma happening in real time. She had a great game today. Shows up, unlike last week. Gets 2 wins. Also, Andy shows up. For the first time in a while, Andy does not get even a point in afternoon trivia. After winning all 7 last week. He didn't play, but he showed up while he's at the game at the Benz, watching his high school football team play the championship. The kickoff was 3:30. I'm going to talk all about this in the next afternoon trivia announcement. The game starts at 3:30. Afternoon trivia starts at 3:45. Absolute history. We've never seen this before. It can't happen in March Madness because the games are not on Monday except the final, which is at night. Yeah, I guess it can happen in baseball. You could have karma then, real time. Andy is watching the game. He's in afternoon trivia. He's hanging out in the room, and his team, his high school team, the Red Devils, win the championship, the state championship. Absolutely incredible. In real time, the karma kicking in. Wow. DNR Mania came in. After what happened to the Patriots, very smart move. DNR and Swift show up today. All right, that's big. DPCX was on shower duties. We didn't need him today. No technicals or anything. Free Jack. Let's talk about Free Jack here, because Free Jack did this last week where he just shows up, he pops in the room, he parks, and he goes and he plays poker. That's not how it works. You have Coach Nelly, who's been showing up lately, even getting a point or two. Vikings beat the Cowboys. It doesn't work like that for you. You can't just show up and hope for the karma and go play like at the leopard table and play poker. That's not good. Now the Cowboys are 6-7-1. That's not going to get it done. They're barely hanging on to playoff hopes. So a little better effort next week. Free Jack balls. Johnny, great job. 2 wins today. Hell of a job. Looking good for Ohio State. Maybe even the Browns. JG53 AOL was in. Jen English, back-to-back weeks in afternoon trivia. The Cobra, back in afternoon trivia. He knows because he was doing the way his Bills came back last week. Yeah, I don't blame him for showing up again today. Great job on the DJ pick. The Grassroots. Bolts coming in, getting a victory in afternoon trivia. Getting a near perfecto, and was a major factor in like almost every single game except for the last game and the NFL quarterbacks and the antonyms, which KB dominated. So Bolts did a hell of a job today. All right, and then KB Toys, great job. I'm Rob got a game ball for his first career trivia point. Showed up for the first time in afternoon trivia. Spoiled KB's Perfecto. I'm Rob Lowe. Great job today. Lord Darth Vader showing up today. Bear Scott showing up today. Coach Nelly showing up today. Sun King again. And Mikey in Florida showing up again. Great job. Afternoon trivia. John wins the big cash prizes. John picking ham and eggs. See you guys later. Afternoon trivia, December 15th, boys.